Wow, I have been waiting all day. So exciting to share this time with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Tonight, we are going to be talking about a very, very exciting subject to me. And I hope it's exciting to you as well because we have just a few weeks left in this year. So, we're going to talk about how to finish 2016 strong and make 2017 the best year of your life so far. Sound like a plan? All right, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. One of the keys of making each year better for yourself is having a plan. And I was one of those people who didn't have a plan in the past. For the longest, I just kind of flew by the seat of my pantyhose, as my mentor in my mind, Oprah, always said. And I just hoped for the best, that things turned out well and that I made a success out of my life. Uh, but when you do that, you tend to end up in situations where you drift. And drifting is not the greatest situation to find yourself in, right? When you're 25, 26 years old, fresh out of a really bad relationship, and you're not making the most out of your life. And you find yourself years afterwards looking at your life and realizing that you could have done so much more. You could have been so much more. Let's not be those people that end up in the future looking back at our lives and going, oh my God, what if I had given my all? What if I had given my life a direction? What if I had made a decision early on that would have transformed my life and taken me in the direction that I hoped to go? What if I had created something, you know, of what if I had created a life based on design rather than default, right? So that's what we're going to work on tonight. So I don't know where your 2016 ended up for you. I've had my ups and my downs. I lost the most important person in my life a little bit earlier this year, and it was extremely painful for me. But thankfully, one of the things that I got out of that experience was that I wanted to be the kind of woman that she would be proud of. I wanted to be a woman that she was look down from heaven and say, I knew that you could achieve on an even greater level. That academics isn't the only thing that you could achieve in, that you could focus your energy and achieve on a greater level and create something phenomenal. So that's why I'm here with you guys tonight because I want to share with you some of the things that I learned from my experience of losing my mom, as well as some of the things that have helped me turn my life around from places where it was a struggle, an absolute struggle to get out of bed in the morning sometimes because I just didn't have the energy. And part of that energy comes from having a direction and feeling like you're on target with your purpose in life. So we're going to talk a little bit about purpose tonight. We're going to talk about three keys to making your life as successful as possible and making 2017 an absolute banner year for you. We're going to talk about some of the tools that you'll need to do that. And if you stick around to the end, we're gonna talk about an opportunity that I have coming up for you for 2017 that is absolutely free. That makes me absolutely excited about what you can achieve next year and what we can do together. All right, so let's just jump in and get started. Okay, so Uh, in life, it's not how you start, but how you finish, right? That's what we always say. Now, when it comes to creating an awesome year, how you start will create how you finish. So, in order to go into 2017 and make it a phenomenal year, I want you to grab a few special tools that are going to help you on your journey to make the year as successful, exciting, and fulfilling as possible, right? So, we've got three primary areas that we focus on in my community. The first one is mindset and transforming your mindset to create success consistently, to motivate yourself and inspire yourself daily to create success. The second is money, because if you are struggling financially, it's really difficult to focus on, joy and peace and love and creating good health because you're not quite sure where your next meal is going to come from, or you're not quite sure where uh, you're going to be sleeping. Are you going to be in your apartment next month, or whatever the case may be? So we focus on mindset. We work on money, and we also work on creating lives of meaning. Because as millennials, one of the things that's different about us from our parents and our grandparents is that we have such a passion for creating work and a world that's based on significance, right? We all want to be of value to the world. We want to connect with other people and create these amazing opportunities, not just for ourselves, but for others, that make our world that much more rich and fulfilled. And in order to do that, you've got to have a direction. You have to know where you're going. So that's step one. That's our first key. In order to make 2017 the most successful year ever for you, you've got to start the year with a target. So when I say start the year with a target, that means you have to decide on that target before January 1st ever gets here, right? You have to know before January 1, 1201, exactly what you expect to create in 2017. So, if you are a part of the Christian tradition or you grew up in a Christian household, you probably have heard the phrase, write the vision and make it plain, right? From Habakkuk. And whether you pick up something like this planner that I have here, or you create your own, or you write it down on a sheet of printer paper, or you got a spiral notebook, whatever, the first step to making next year a banner year, the most successful year of your life so far, is writing down your vision. Okay? You've got to create a target. You've got to make a decision for exactly where you're going. And from there, you'll be able to create a higher level of life because you'll know exactly where you're going. It's hard, like the saying goes, to hit a target that you can't see. If the target it doesn't exist, wherever you shoot is fine, right? So we want to make sure that we are consistently going for a target that's right out in front of us and it's clear. You want to see that target, and that when you see the target, you can focus in with laser-like precision and cut right through to the quick of it. So we're going to focus on creating a target. So sit down this weekend. Your action step is to sit down this weekend with your planner or your notebook or a sheet of spiral paper, whatever, and write down your targets in the key areas of life. So you want to write down your target when it comes to your work, your money, your mindset or spirituality, your relationships and connections with other people, your stretch goals for the year, and your health and wellness. You've got to make a commitment to yourself in those areas in order to see the level of success that you're capable of creating. So we want to make sure that we start out with a target. We want to start out with a target. Next, you want to make a decision that you'll work towards your targets every single day until one of my mentors, may he rest in peace, Jim Rohn, always talked about how people would say that they wanted success and then ask him, well, how long do I have to um, change this behavior? How long do I have to be on this path? And he would always say, until. Well, until what? But that's the point. You're on the path until you achieve what it is that you want to achieve. It's like a third grader asking, like, how long am I going to be in third grade? You're going to be in third grade until you're ready to go on to fourth grade. And now we have a metric, a system in place that says that you're going to spend 9 months, 10 months, a year in third grade, and then progress on to the next grade. But the key is that you must stay on the path and consistently make progress towards your success until you achieve it. It's not even a question of how long, it's a question of I will continue on this consistent path of activity until I achieve exactly what I have set out to do, right? So we're not giving up on our goal on the 17th. I heard a statistic that says on average it takes about 17 days for a person to forget about a goal that they've set. All right. So we don't want to be the average person because it takes 17 days for the average person to give up on a goal that they've set. We don't accept average here, right? Never accept average. We're focused on extraordinary. We're focused on creating amazing, getting up every single day and creating awesome because each and every one of us in this stream right now is a powerhouse. How do I know that? I know that because if you weren't, you wouldn't be here right now. You were drawn to this experience because of who you are. Whether you are expressing that fully right now or it's a budding idea inside of you based on your potential, you are here not by accident. You are here by design. Okay? So you're a powerhouse. And as a powerhouse, as a boss, as a lot of people like to say it, we don't accept average here. We strive for extraordinary, right? So if you're going to strive for extraordinary, you've got to know your target, and then you've got to work towards your target every single day without fail. Consistency is the way of mastery, right? So if we want to master the mindset of success, we must be consistent in our activity, day in and day out, without fail. Like the perfect example of this is a person who goes to the gym every single day. We call them gym bunnies or gym rats or whatever. A person who goes to the gym every single day, it's not a question in their minds. Like the not going to the gym is not an option. They've made it automatic that they go to the gym every single day. In order for you to make 2017 your most successful year ever, you've got to make it automatic that you're moving towards success every single day. How do you do that? You start out by having a plan. You've got to start out by getting yourself a planner. I don't care if it's a spiral notebook from the Dollar Tree for $3 for $1. Having a planner, filling it up with your vision. Fill up your vision. Fill up your planner with your vision. You need to see it every single day, right? Every morning when you wake up, you need to be seeing your goals. You need to be seeing your vision. You need to visualize what it is that you choose to achieve. And then you need to take some time to formulate and visualize that on a level where it is crystal clear, where you are living in that moment. You're in your body, in the present, but you're living in this creation that you've already designed for yourself, right? So that is key. You've got to live in the end, live in the outcome of what it is that you want to design for yourself. But you can't live there if you don't know what it is that you want to design for yourself. So this weekend, you've got to set your target. And then I want you to sit down and get crystal clear about what that target looks like for you. Sit down and meditate on it. Focus on it. Visualize that target until you can feel yourself in that space of having achieved it. Okay? And then you make a commitment and you make the decision that you will work on that thing every single day until. And until is until you achieve it, until you go from seeing it in your mind to having it in your hand. Until you go from seeing it in your mind to holding the keys to your new home in your hand. Until you go from seeing it in your mind to walking out your front door and seeing it in your driveway. Until you go from seeing it in your mind to walking into a meeting with your perfect client or your perfect coworkers. Until you go from seeing it in your mind to boarding the plane to go exactly where it is that you've dreamed of. You work on it until. Okay? So, where are we so far? We've set our target. We're crystal clear on it. We can see it every single day, multiple times a day. So, we've set our target. We see it on a regular basis. We're crystal clear on what that target is. And we make a decision to move towards that target every single day. We take the time out every single day to live in that moment, to live in that future, to bring that future into the present to us, right? To pull it down from the sky, if you will. We take the time every single day to pull that vision closer to us. And then we take immediate, consistent action on our goals. Action is the key. It's great to live in the end. It's great to have a vision of what it is that you want to achieve, but the vision will not come to you without action, right? If you're in the Christian tradition or you grew up in the Christian tradition, you've heard many, many, many times that faith without works is dead. Yes, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, but without works, it is dead. Anything that you want to achieve in life, you have to put some effort in. It's called having some skin in the game. So you've got to put some of you on the line in order to achieve the thing that you desire. And the great thing about that is that when you have some of you on the line, when you've sacrificed, when you've given of yourself for the thing that it is that you want, it's that much sweeter when you achieve it, right? I call to mind when people have experiences and they're given something as opposed to working hard for it. Like, we've all seen the stories of families that gave hundreds of millions of dollars to the next generation of their family. And, you look up in 5 years and that this person who was given this incredible gift, this legacy from their family, has blown all of the money and is out on the streets somewhere or in rehab or not really taking advantage of the incredible opportunities and the gifts that were given to them. And that happens a lot of times with people when they didn't earn something. They have no skin in the game. It was given to them, right? The same thing happens to people who win the lottery. Did you know that 85% of people who win the lottery are broke or in a worse financial situation 5 years after their win than they were before they won the lottery. They have no skin in the game. If you buy a $2 ticket and you win $500 million, dollars, you walk away after the tax man gets his cut with $300 million, dollars, in an annuity. For most people, that's unfathomable unless you have put some skin in the game and worked to become the person necessary to be capable of handling that level of financial responsibility. And we're talking about money right now, but this can apply to any area of your life. Unless you become the person necessary to be able to handle whatever it is that you achieve. Most people's mindset won't allow them to really receive and maximize opportunity when they did not earn it, when they didn't put skin in the game to get it. I'm reminded of a friend whose nephew had uh, the bariatric surgery, right? For people who are a little bit heavier set and need to slim down a little bit. He had that surgery, and within a year, 2 years, he was heavier than he had been when before he had the surgery. He didn't put any skin in the game. Yes, he went and had the surgery, but he didn't invest the time and the energy and the sacrifice and the decision making and the daily choices necessary to release that weight and keep it off. That's why I said it doesn't matter if it's finance or health and wellness or creating a great relationship. When you don't invest of yourself in what it is that you want, you'll never have the level of passion and investment and awareness of what it took to achieve that thing. You've got to put some skin in the game. You've got to put you on the line in order to achieve the best year of your life. You have to invest. There's no secret, right? There's no savior coming. You have to be your own savior in this situation. And the way that you do that is to take immediate action. Let's not just sit and talk about what we need to do in order to be successful in 2017. Tonight, sit down and write out a general overview of your goals for 2017. And then tomorrow night, make it specific, laser focused, and measurable. So that you can start to make the sacrifice necessary to invest the energy to recondition your mind to prepare for that thing. Because if you don't take immediate action, the likelihood that you ever will is low. Did you know that people go to these seminars and they invest hundreds or thousands of dollars into seminars? And then, you look up and nothing changes. They go and they're motivated. You're super excited. You're inspired. This person has, these speakers have inspired you. They've given you all these fantastic resources. And you look at this person 5 months later, a year later, 3 years later, and you ask, well, you went to that seminar. You told me it changed your life. Well, what happened? What's going on now? And motivation and inspiration is fleeting without action. 95% of people never take action on the insights that they receive. They'll learn something. Some will even write it down. Learning and writing it is better than just hearing it. But some will learn it and write it down and never take the first step in action to achieve the thing that they um, say they have a passion for and they want to achieve. In order to make the most of your next year, you've got to take action starting now, right? There's no reason not to do it now. You know, you've got to put in the time. Just like Michael Jordan would get up every single morning after his high school basketball coach told him, you will never, ever be a basketball player. Ever, buddy. You can kill that. He got up every single day and practiced in the dark by himself in the cold. Imagine that every single morning, having that idea hanging over your head, having your coach's voice ringing in your ear. You'll never be a basketball player. You'll never be a basketball player. You'll never be a basketball player. And look now, 30, 35, 40 years later, Michael Jordan is the best that ever did it because he put skin in the game and he took action. You've got to do that. You've got to make the decision to take action starting now. Scandal can wait. Empire is not paying you, right? Let's get to it. Starting tonight. Then tomorrow, streamline your action. Make it laser focused. Get clear on what you're doing. Start now. You don't have to wait until January 1st. Happy New Year. Okay? Your 2017 starts now. Happy New Year. I wish I had some confetti and a hat for you, but unfortunately I don't. Happy New Year. Your new year starts tonight. All right? So we've talked about setting a target. You've got to get crystal clear on what it is you want. You've got to know it like the back of your hand. You've got to see it every single day. You've got to see it, recite it, keep it top of mind so that it reconditions your mindset every day. Every day. Then you got to make a decision that you will consistently work on that thing that you have chosen. That goal that you have set for yourself that's crystal clear, laser focused, specific, and measurable. Time sensitive. That you will work on that thing every single day without fail. Consistency is the breeding ground of mastery. Okay? Then you're going to take immediate action on your goal. Right? You've got to do it. You know, let's stop sitting and watching other people live out their lives and create the types of lives that other people want to watch. And you do that by taking consistent action. You've got to get up and do it. You've got to get up and make a decision. You've heard this. We had this live stream. You know what you need to do. Write your goals down. I don't care if you have to write it on a napkin, right? And then get you a spiral notebook tomorrow. Or, you know, go to Walmart, just be safe, get you one tonight. Do what you have to do to take action on what it is that you choose to achieve right now. Don't think about it right now. Make the decision right now. Make it automatic that you have a bias towards action, that you're not just watching this live stream, that you are making the decision to immediately act. When you hear something that is good, and it is on target with what it is that you want out of life, you take action immediately. Right? There's nothing for you to sit down and consider. Now is the time for doing. Fortune favors the bold, as Virgil said. Be bold. Get up, get out, and do something. All right? So we've talked about the 3 keys to making 2017 the biggest year of your life, the most successful, the most empowered, the most exciting. Set a target, make a decision, and work towards that target every single day without fail. and take immediate action on your goal. Happy New Year. Your January 1st is already here. If you start making the steps necessary now, imagine where you're going to be by the time January 1st comes around. Okay, so I love you to life. I hope that you've enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me tonight. Um, I've got some great resources to help you on your journey to creating the most amazing 2017 possible. If you go to my website, it's elenabanks.com slash forward slash access dash granted. Again, that's elenabanks.com forward slash access dash granted. I've got some great success tools for you. Um, there's a daily success tracker, goal sheets, all sorts of things, 100% free for you to set yourself up for success in 2017. All right. So I hope that you will take advantage of those tools. They're there for you. They're already created for you. 100% free. You take them, make the most of your days, your weeks, your months, and your year going into 2017. Make the most of them. And of course, if you need me, you need to reach out to me, comment on this video, share it with someone else who's on the journey to creating the best version of themselves. Come back and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you here. This is what my channel is all about. It's about helping people to create the best life possible through hope, heart, and hustle. We focus on mindset, money, and meaning here. You're welcome here. I want you here. So uh, enjoy the rest of your Friday night. If you'll excuse me, I've got some planning to do for the new year. And I hope to see you back here very soon. I love you to life. Never give up hope. Protect your heart and embrace the hustle. We need the best of you. Share it with us. Until we speak again, take care.